Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2. I'm JC Proton and this is episode 40 of my fourth Let's Play series. We are continuing our game of the Lumeris, standard faction, endless difficulty, endless duration on a ovoid galaxy of the largest map size. And we are pursuing an economic victory. So I had a new subscriber, Zedmore92, and he made several really good comments and suggestions to me, and I've taken them to heart. We are we're at turn 150 right now. Correction, 158. So we're getting close to the election. Excuse me. And he was pointing out, he was suggesting, is like, look, you're playing the Lumeris. They're all about trade routes. What you need to do is lean into the trade routes. Go like more into that, right? So I took his advice to heart. So here's currently what my trade routes are at. Or to look at it a different way, it's like this. One of the things he suggested was, hey, you have all these luxury resources laying around. Go ahead and sell off all the stuff you don't need. Take that windfall of dust profit and plow it into your leveling up your trade companies. So I did that. I've stacked these up. I think I leveled them up 2 or 3 times this turn. Also, let me roll through these here so you can see what they're producing. And I adjusted my build queues. I sorted by dust production. I went ahead and implemented shadow banking as many times as I can afford, sorted by systems that produce the most dust. And that should reduce my dust inflation by 25%. So on a given system, apparently the dust inflation is a detractor. Let's see, where is it here? Apparently it detracts from like the amount of dust you're producing or something like that. Anyway, I went ahead and did all those. I also put in ultra wealth sanctuaries everywhere where I have a trade route crossing. So there's only like literally 3 systems I have that aren't going to be having a trade route, a ultra wealth sanctuary. So those are cool. They increase your trade system, your star system trade value, and increase your resource generation on luxury deposits. So you can see I have like a bazillion of those going, something like 30 anyway. I'm at 33 of 41, so most of my systems have completed building the autonomous administration at this point. So we have room for improvement, or room for expansion. And that's another thing that Zedmore92 was saying, was like, yeah, man, Lumeris are a faction that's best played wide. So go wide, right? You see my approval's good. Currently, like we're kind of leveling off, but it looks like we're going to be getting industrialists. So when I get industrialists and power here, which currently I don't, when I have them, then that'll open up some other options. I can go back to New Colony. I can do mineral misers. I can do pay it forward. And that's another thing Zedmore was saying. If you have to, you can do pay it forward with, push comes to shove, you can do Toys for Boys. So even though you're losing 10% industry there you're getting 25, so you still come out 15% ahead. all very good, valid points. So I've taken that to heart, implemented those. My current dust income for my empire is at 57,000 dust. So it will be very interesting to see how this changes. Excuse me, sorry about that. Over the next couple of turns, as these upgrades come into play here. These get completed, and I also have been doing a bunch of research, right? A bunch of research. I've finally decided to make a decision here. I'm going for the optimized logistics so I can get +8 dust all over the place. I mean, I could go here. I guess maybe that would have been a better choice, but I ended up making this decision, so I'm just going to go with it. And the way I'm going here is I'm going to unlock. I'm getting this tech here. We'll unlock, and I'll go for Super Biofuel Factory. I'm getting tight on. I'm getting close to max population here. So I want to be able to convert that extra food resource into industry. So that's the plan there with those. I'm going to, I have anomaly framework and ontological reverse engineering in progress soon, which will give me lots more science and lots more dust. And will let me nullify negative anomalies, which will give me even more science and dust here, and also ties in, it's a synergy with the soil healers. So all that's coming together. We're getting to an aggressive growth phase. So I'm hoping to be able to get this production really going. Victory condition. We have accomplished almost our first million out of the 7. So this should really pick up. I'm hoping that the rate of dust accumulation will accelerate significantly. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my throat tonight. It's worse than usual. Might have to make this one kind of short. We'll see. What else is going on? These are the laws I got going. I'm still digging coop code. Digging this bucks for lux. That's saving me crazy amount on system developments. And you know what I'm thinking about doing here is, instead of dirty hands, I'm thinking about leaning back into this pacifist stuff thing with my precious. +1 resource generation, luxury resource deposit. Yep, plus 10% dust per luxury deposit on systems. Seems like that's going to be a big increase in dust income. So I think I want to do that. If I was to pass it, what would it cost me? 2.3 thousand. Total of 4,100. So it's not cheap. It's a lot, but I can afford it, and I should be able to maintain it. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to drop the Dirty Hands Act, and I'm going to put in my precious. And I should have enough money left over, or enough influence left over. What's my upkeep? 1,800. That's less than 2,000. I have well over that, so should have no problem with laws canceling out from under me. Okay, that I actually already bumped up my dust income a nice little bit. So that's what we're going for here. I completed researches because, excuse me, because Riftborn, they're saying what they're saying. They're talking about, uh, you're a dangerous threat to our civilization, and total war is the only logical choice, and all that kind of stuff. So they're back to their old threatening ways. As soon as that started, basically immediately after our truce wore off, another person has joined this alliance. So we had the Riftborn and the Unfallen, and since then the Vodyani have joined that alliance as well. So I'm still maintaining peace with everybody I could, but once the Vodyani joined that alliance, just like the Unfallen, I was no longer able to have peace with them. So I'm down to only three civilizations that I'm able to be at peace with. So potentially I'm going to have war here, and there's going to be a whole bunch of war over here, down here with the Riftborn, and in theory, not that we really have any interaction, the Unfallen could be an enemy as well. So that's where we're at on the alliances. The amount of resources I'm producing at this point are ridiculous. Almost 500 red saying per turn at this point. So yeah, it's really big. So I'm making enough to produce at least 2 upgrades per turn. So at this point, I'm just like vendoring stuff, selling it to the marketplace a lot, just keeping a small amount in reserves. What else here? So my plan here is I'm going to get these two, and I'm going to get this one, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this endless tech. At 452,000, I'm making 61,000. So 6 times 7 is 42. So 7.5, 8 turns, something like that, is all it's going to take for me to complete that one. So not too bad. And then we'll kind of see where we're at. We may go for others. So I went ahead and developed medium ships here, because I feel like the small ships just were no longer cutting it. It just wasn't strong enough to deal with the threat that I'm facing from the Riftborn. They're doing all that angry talk that they're doing. My fleets just are not strong enough. Let's see, we're at 5,000. This one's at 4,000. This one's over here. He's 8,000. So maybe if I put a few more ships in there now that I just finished those researches, could be a little stronger. But that guy's only 3,000. This one here is just about there, I guess. 9,400. And this guy's 12 and a half. So did the upgrades, not really stronger, actually a little bit weaker. What I did there is I switched around from the laser. Let me shrink that back. Okay, from these lasers, I switched to these beams. So that's 90, and that is 92. So it's a little bit less damage. It's also less crit, but it's better. It's 100% hit chance at all ranges. So I kind of like beams over lasers. And I was toying with the idea on these of throwing in a missile instead of one of these guns, but I decided to just stick with the guns. So Anyway, that's where I'm at on those attackers. The daggers are real simple. They're not using any strategics. So it's literally one beam, one gun, an engine, a shield, and an armor, and that's it. Um, Bucklers are just guns, shield, armor, repair, and an engine. And then the cruisers and the shields, the same deal. Shield is actually all guns for point defense, triple shielding, double armor, one little repair. And then the cruiser is again a mix of beams and guns with I guess I'm going double shield and triple armor. I kind of think I should probably be going triple shield and double armor. Probably would be better. Whatever, we'll cross that bridge maybe, I don't know. I've already got them added to the queue, so I don't know if I really want to bother changing all that. Probably should have done that before. I've done a lot off camera. So I'm only building mediums now because the smalls just aren't enough to hack it, I don't think. So you see, I'm just building the cruisers actually. And you see I've got a lot of those queued up here. I've got about 8 or 10 systems that are finished enough that they can actually be able to start cranking out some cruisers soon. Part of why I'm focusing on the cruisers is the firepower is about the same as the shield, but the cruisers do focus fire, and they're hunters. But also because this resources is a 5 titanium, 8 hyperium. That's similar to my production ratio. That's 50, and that's almost 80, right? 5 and 8, so seems okay. So I can basically crank those out in mass numbers, and I'll just make cruisers for now for a while, and hopefully that will be sufficient to step up my defensive capabilities. And if and when I end up at war, which I'm trying to be pacifist here, but there's a possibility I'll be the one declaring the war. But I think I'm not going to have to. I think they're going to pick a fight with me again. And when they do, I'm going to roll through their empire completely, probably. Like, I'm probably going to, like, completely wipe out the Riftborn, I think is what's going to happen next. I'm going to take out the Riftborn, and I'm going to take out these Vodiani as well, to the point where there aren't any left. It's either going to be it's either going to be that or an economic victory. So that's where I'm at. Still producing populations. This guy over here on AD, this leader, this dude is a beast. This ability right here is it's really strong. He made that system the strongest system I have. If I sort by like dust or industry or research or food, it doesn't matter. AD is the best system because of that guy. It is really impressive. That dude is really impressive. It doesn't really show up over here how strong it really is. But yeah, super strong. And yes, we are getting depletion happening. 40, 43. So let's see, how many? We have 4, no. I guess, are we still at only 3? Yeah, I guess we're only at 3 sowers. Thought we had 4, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna need more sowers over here to kind of stretch out how long it's gonna be. before these get depleted. Now, I'm not going to obviously let him get totally depleted. I'll end up having to move him to a different system if the game isn't over by the time 30 something turns transpire. So I just wanted to kind of give like a big status update on where I'm at, making some big changes here. So yeah, let's go ahead and go for it here. Nope, sound. You can see my scores up to 4,500, and I was hoping for 3,000 before somebody got 2,000, and then I was hoping for 4,000 before somebody hit 2,000. So looks like I'm at 4,500 before somebody hit 2,000. So that's pretty cool. Okay, that went up a little bit. Well, those numbers are getting bigger. Wow, that's a pretty good influence radius. AA, huh? Okay, so we're gonna build those things everywhere, basically. Uh-oh. We've got conflict. Oh. All right, we've got stuff happening here, boys. Ultra Wealth Sanctuary, shadow banking. Autonomous administration, okay. Stuff to play with offline. Lots more population growing. He's worried about another alliance.
We have a proposal, Sneaky Chops.
Oh, he's not offering me much.
How you think, if nothing else.
He's not offering me very much. He was going as high as 400 or 500 before. So, seems like he's a lot less interested in having an alliance with us now. Okay, I'm thinking, what do you repair? Oh yeah, I got a 4th battle tactic, and I implemented it with 4 reserves. Pull a couple of these little daggers out of here. Daggers are weak compared to my attackers. Let's just make sure we have all attackers over here if possible. Yep, okay, cool. That's good enough. Alright, should be super one-sided. Should be a pretty short fight. I guess we'll watch it just for fun. expect no missiles are going to land on me. We should have plenty of defensive firepower to shoot those down. Good old six-pack formations. So I do these six-packs because it puts the defensive ship right in the middle of the other 5 smalls. As you can see, so it's really good for point defense against torpedoes if you've got those coming in like that and they got shot down. Yeah. What I haven't figured out is how the formations work for medium ships and large ships. So that is still something I need to learn. So 114 damage. Yep, pretty much insignificant. Huh. Guess I should have put a scout out there, huh? I think I should have. Whoops. Okay. Basically, all of that can progress as is. Gonna go ahead and be a little bit sloppy here and just let that ride. Normally I would go in and micro these to make sure that I got population growing everywhere, but in the interest of time, I'm gonna let it go. Okay, let's see here. He can't do it. It's a system improvement, not an empire improvement. Is it something you can only have going in one system? I guess. Huh. Okay. Well, there's one thing I learned. I wonder which system it applied. I wonder where it went active. Oh well. Before I only did it on AA. So Interesting. So I blocked up my Qs then. I wonder if I lost a bunch of production there. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Oh well. What's done is done. But I'll know that in the future, we don't want to do that anymore. Not in multiple locations, right? Wow. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of influence back. Huh? Not an option here. Okay. Okay. That's everything. We're just gonna let that ride. I guess we're gonna attack them because you know what? We're gonna be at war soon anyway. No need to watch it. We know how that's gonna go. Doesn't seem it should take that long. I hope it doesn't go forever. That was weird. I'm not sure what got hung up there, but it doesn't make me feel great. Makes me concerned that we're going to have a crash here or something, which I don't want. Ooh, what do we have here? Hello. 14.9. That's not great. I think that's a fight I don't want to have right now. Let's see, how are they decked out here? All energy and all armor. I got 17,000 defense. What do they have? 2,600 defense. They don't have a lot of defense. They have 62,000 hit points. I have 3 times the hit points and way more defense. So I can actually win that fight. Even though my offense is only 2/3 of what theirs is, I think that's a fight I can actually win. You know what? Let's do it, man. Life is short. YOLO, right? It's a lot more interesting to watch fights. Okay, repair and recover. We are going to watch it. See, we don't need missile defense because these guys don't use missiles. So we could do 2 there. Let's do 2 in the middle. Well, if I do this and he stacks the bottom lane, I'm kind of hosed. So I should probably do something more like that. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, he stacked the bottom. This might get ugly. Alright. It is what it is, man. Alright, let's see how this goes. We're gonna focus on the bottom lane here. Whew, that's a lot of firepower. This might get ugly. Oof. Wow, okay. I gotta say, honestly, that's acceptable losses. I lost 4 small ships. That's it. I didn't lose any on the top or in the middle lanes. All 4 losses were in the bottom lane where he was all stacked up heavy. Wow, interesting. I did way better than I expected on that fight. Wow. Cool. That actually went pretty darn well. Whew. But there's a nice debris field there. Cool. That system's been improved by all this fighting. Very cool. Okay. And away they go. Cool. That was fun.
For your deeds, a special place in the void awaits.
No, we're not going to stop attacking you. That was payback. That was payback for you being hostile towards us. Okay, quick check through the resources here. Those are all good. Okay, we'll let all that ride.
For your deeds, a special place in the void awaits you.
Okay, we're at plus 74. Building a whole bunch of these adaptive taxation systems. And we'll see how that makes an impact on this income. All right, and plus 74, we're at 159. Let's see what happens to this number here. Okay, not a huge change. But we are closing in on 100,000 per turn. So progress is definitely coming. $81, okay, and so for victory, $1,095,000. Dust. Be the first to Okay, unlock that maximum level. That's great. See, that I think that gives me a couple more law slots. Yep, because I'm a democracy, so I can run some more laws.
I shall defend the faith, whatever that requires.
See, Vodyani are threatening now.
The anger of the unfallen is like fire.
Yeah, it's possible we're going to get in a fight. Boiler room came to an end.
We have a proposal, Sneaky Chops.
Yeah, that's more
Maybe
like
we
it.
can learn how you think, if nothing else.
So I'm not going to accept that, but that's the typical ones they've been offering is like 500 or so.
The anger of the unfallen is like fire.
Yep, that guy's pretty cool. Probably do this one here. It'll be good to move him around whenever I need to. Definitely has a deleterious effect on the planets, even though he is cranking up that output. Okay. $3,600, yeah. Those guys are pretty good, pretty good. Okay, and let's see what else we have. The Citadel of Demography. So extra 50% diplomatic pressure. Okay. So we're going to want to do that, probably. I don't know. Have to think that over as well. Okay, so 81,000, that's rocking along. 10, 12, 12, 12, almost 13. $646 per turn, that is ridiculous. Okay, so that's where we're at. Is we're building cruisers, getting ready for some conflict. Looks like we're gonna have conflict up here with the Vodyani, and we're gonna have conflict with the Riftborn. So I'm gonna have to get ready for conflict on all three of these areas. And yeah, I think we'll leave it there for now. Let's see, do we have any in the marketplace? No heroes. Okay. Worth checking. Yep, so I'll just I guess you know what we'll probably do is do the election. Probably come back for the election in the next one. The plan, I expect, excuse me, sorry about that. Looks like the industrialists will take over. The pacifists will be in second place, and then I have no idea who's going to be in third. Maybe the militarist. It really depends how this election goes. Seems like the militarists have a slight lead. Not by a lot though. So okay, so I guess we'll stop the recording there. Should be a nice update. Thank you for the comments and suggestions. Another thing that Zedmore92 had asked for would be a playing Riftborn and or the Vaulters, traditional or modded or whatever custom. So I'm definitely looking at that. I'm tentatively thinking maybe Riftborn for a Wonders victory. Maybe Riftborn for a Wonder, and then Vaulters for a score victory. I mean, 600 turns is a long game. Yeah, that's a really long game. So I'll have to kick around the ideas. It's either that or Horatio. I'm thinking, but that's down the road a ways. We still have to get through this game. So yeah, I'll probably do turn. I'll probably pick up the next one at the election. We'll see where we're at. Might be kind of a short video. We'll see. And then I'll probably just kind of keep chugging along, and then I'll pop back into recording when something significant happens, whether a war starts or whatever, something eventful. So yeah, I'll do the recording for the election, I guess, next. Because I want to actually make these decisions and update the build queues and shuffle populations and do all the stuff I'm normally doing off camera. So I want to do that. I don't want it to get too far out of hand. Yeah, so we'll see you guys again on the next video. Thanks for watching. Thank you for comments, subscriptions, recommendations, likes. All that stuff is great. So thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.